After months, I'm trying to get started on turning these containers into a barn. I've talked about it before, and it just seems to be the project that gets put off, put off, put off. This will be a workshop in this container with maybe some storage in the back corner. And then this container will be the she shed with the freezer in the back. So that's what I'm getting started on. Hopefully this project will get moving along and we'll get some real significant construction here. We'll have a place to store feed. We'll have a place to park the tractor out of the rain. It's just gonna all around be a nice place. And then we'll start also converting these containers into working spaces. So I got a jack underneath the corner. I'm starting to jack it up. I had, a couple months ago, tried using the farm jack, this jack, and it was breaking the shear pin. There's a pin in there that won't let you overpower the jack. It'll break at 7,000 pounds. You wouldn't think this container would be, you know, the corner would be more than 7,000 pounds. I don't think it is. I don't think that shear pin actually survives up to 7,000 pounds. But anyway, I ordered some more shear pins. I kept trying to use other kinds of pins and I keep breaking everything I put in there. Now I'm trying the bottle jack. Currently, I'm just driving these pieces of brick and block into the ground. Instead of lifting anything, it's just forcing these pieces of concrete down into the soil. My little wedges here, they probably started, oh well, you can see the little line. So they started about here. So we've lifted it about 3/8 of an inch and driven 3 bricks into the ground. Hopefully this jack is gonna work. You know, now it's lifting. The other jack just really wasn't. I'm not even sure if I lifted, I don't know. It might have lifted a 1/4 inch or something before it broke. And then that's how I got these wedges into it in the first place. So that'd be like a total of 5/8 of an inch that we've lifted it, if that's true. So lots of stuff going on these that should probably last a few months of viewing, but hopefully we can get a lot done quick. Here I am again, working on jacking up this container. I think I already showed you some of this, but I drove 2 bricks into the ground, and then you can see the one that's sitting on top of those, and then 2 more fragments stacked on top of those. So that's what I'm jacking the thing up with. It's amazing. It just presses bricks into the ground. This thing is so heavy. So now I got this corner stacked up. On the other container, I got the same amount stacked up over there. On this end, I've got a little more support than I did on the others. I think we're gonna pour a concrete slab on the inside. So in between is gonna be where our tractor's gonna go. So we'll pour a concrete slab in here. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and have the guys, when they do the concrete, I'm gonna have them dig down and pour some footers in a few places, maybe 3 or 4 footers along the edge of the container. And for those of you that don't know what that is, it's digging a big hole like this, bigger than that, pouring concrete in it, and then maybe making some forms, which would be like some boards that would hold together the concrete so the concrete can pour all the way up to the container and it'll support the container with concrete, like a house or a building. I think if we do that, we're gonna have a really good, stable construction. One is higher than the other. I don't know if you can see that in the video. This one is higher. I'm gonna build like a little ledger, just basically a little wooden build up so I get level, and then put my wood across. That's the next step. I think I can lower down my jack right now, and I think I'm done with leveling. I'm just gonna put a level on it and see how level it is. We could go ahead and do that real quick right now. So that's really close. I'm not gonna worry about trying to put some kind of shims or something to get it up higher. And let's see over here. Yeah, it's looking good over there. It's still definitely a little high on that end, but that's okay. A little bit will be fine. I'm glad to be getting started today on just the bare beginning of putting some framing up here. Haven't Haven't gotten anything up here yet, except I leaned this board against the container. So let's see how far I can get. We have had 90-degree weather for the past couple of days, so we haven't done much, but I got this this built all the way down, so that makes it so that both containers are the same height with that wood frame. Got one board up there. They're really heavy, so that's the only one I'm doing completely by hand, I hope. I have to get about 9 of them up there, the full-size, really heavy ones. 2x10s, but they're real 2 inches and real 10 inches. Somewhat fresh cut, so they're still wet wood, and so they're heavy. But you can see another one sticking up in the air. I got the tractor back there. I'm lifting them up with the tractor and then pulling them the rest of the way up. Because walking them up a ladder step by step by step is really, really tough to do. So I'm gonna get up there and pull that one up. I'm gonna get those in place, and then that'll help me turn this one upright. I don't want it sitting out in the sun and the rain and warping. That's showing the size room I'm gonna have between these containers to park the tractor and everything. That's gonna be the ceiling inside there. So it's looking pretty good. Caleb decided to take me to lunch, so we're at the Honey Hall. This restaurant is in an old Southern home. Looks like something you'd find in maybe in Charleston or somewhere. Today the heat is not so bad. By the way, happy Father's Day. That's the lunch that Caleb and I were doing, was his Father's Day gift to me, and it was very good, and now I'm stuffed and I feel like I need to take a nap. I'm gonna show the progress in here. We've had so many hot days, I've just gotten little bits done. But before I finish this end, I went ahead and kind of started finishing this end. So I've got a little bit of flooring on here, right here. I've got this all framed out so I can just do flooring. So I can do 1/4 of the flooring before I need to start framing out the next section. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. One of Claire's Father's Day gifts to me this year is helping me pick up all this firewood. I had a giant pile of firewood here, and now it's here. So we went ahead and bought some firewood to get a good head start towards the fall. We're gonna be probably producing some of our own, but by the time we get to winter, it's gonna be still kind of not quite cured. So this will give us a good head start. This might take us through the winter, I'm not sure. This past winter, we mostly just used it for hot water. So if we did that again, I think this would last us through the winter. But if we're gonna be heating our house too, it's probably going to be kicking on a lot more often, and we're probably going to need, I don't know, we might need double that. But I know a few trees we need to start cutting up soon. Sometime maybe over the next month, we'll get over in the woods over here and cut some trees that are down, laying on the ground.